So why does your sciatica keep coming back? Even though you've tried the gun, right? You're trying all this. You've tried the needle, some dry needling. Obviously, you've tried to stretch that nerve, but it just feels like it's deep in that leg, and it won't change. It won't go away. Hi, I'm Chris, your herniated disc expert. The first thing you have to realize is how deep the actual sciatic nerve is. So we think about the sciatica, this garbage pail term of any pain in the leg. The sciatic nerve is a big, thick nerve, but it's very deep. It's underneath the glute, underneath the hamstring, so you can't get to it. That's why, the gun, massage, stretching is not affecting that nerve positively. So how do you treat that leg pain if you can't actually get to the nerve? The primary thing to realize and to understand is that even though you feel it in the glute and down the leg, maybe even into the calf and foot, is that the problem starts in the lower back. The origin of that pain is likely the disc in the lower back, putting pressure on the nerve root. This piece of disc tissue is taking up space it's not supposed to be in, putting pressure on that nerve root. Now, there are multiple nerve roots that come together, L4, L5, L5S1, for example, that come together later down here in the glute and form the actual sciatic nerve. But the source of the pain is at the disc level. So to change this problem, let's first get the piece of disc off of the nerve root, okay? So what we want to do is we want to actually work into a little bit of extension. I know it feels counterintuitive because you want to stretch that leg, but think of it this way. What I'm trying to do here is put a little bit of pressure through gravity assisting me and a little bit of pressure with my skeleton as I move on that disc to move it off the nerve root. Now, to start with, you're probably going to want to go just little baby ones at first. Okay, it's going to pinch in the back. It might even pinch down the leg a little bit. Then as you come down, it's going to resolve and kind of calm back down. Keep going higher and higher until you can get the elbows all the way locked. Once you get here without that pain shooting down the leg, then work on letting the hips and stomach completely relax and breathe out. When you breathe out, you sag those hips and you completely relax the glutes and the stomach muscles. At first, it's going to be very difficult to get up this high because you're going to want to tension everything because it hurts. So slowly work into it. Really concentrate on keeping the stomach and the hips completely relaxed. Now, as we get through this, multiple sets and reps a day to bring that pain up and out of the leg. Then we want to actually work on letting the nerve root calm down a little bit. So a couple ways I like to let that nerve root calm down is to go into supine, hook lying. That's what this looks like. And that nerve on this side, I kind of want to open it just a little bit, let it rotate to the side to give it a little bit of space, and then come back to here. All right, so I will try kind of a way first to open it up. Now, you can try toward and try to close it down a little bit. And for some, this actually feels better. It reduces that pain in the leg. And that's the key. It doesn't matter what direction, as long as it reduces the pain in the leg, it's correct. So I would try probably going away first, just slightly to open it up, let that nerve calm a little bit. Open that foramen is the hole that the nerve runs through. So you want to open that up a little bit. Another way to do that is to put your hips on the pillow this way. Let's just say this is my painful side, right? This is my right side, my painful side. I'm going to come here, let my feet rotate down, and that's going to kind of push this up and open, and it's going to open this side. So I might try a little bit of an opener to just take some pressure off that nerve root while I'm still doing the press ups to actually fix the problem, which is the disc. Now, after we get the pain to reduce out of the leg and things are overall feeling better, maybe a 1, 2, 3 out of 10 pain, lower back, maybe off to the hip or glute, let's add a little bit of strengthening movements to stabilize the muscles and the structures around that disc. So I'll put the painful side down, and as I come up, I want to come into a little bit of a side plank with a bit of a clamshell movement. So I'm going to bring the hips forward, right? So I'm going to push forward to activate the glutes, and I'm going to lift, and then I'm going to come back down, tap that hip or glute, and then come right back up to work on the piriformis and a little bit of that QL, some of those muscles that will help, at least in this case, to stabilize. Now, they're unlikely to be the source of the pain, but let's use them to help make this last and improve for long-term, not just a short-term improvement. Obviously, we're looking for a long-term improvement and keep this pain away. So while these movements are likely to give you, a good positive change and a quick, reduction of that pain, For a long-term solution, if you're still having trouble or you're struggling a little bit on what direction you should do, where you should go, let me know, drop in the comments. We can get a hold of each other and let's set up a call, set up a free assessment over a video call, and let me help you solve this problem.